Hello, guys. I, I have been called to do this reading. Okay, I have been called to do this reading. I was literally doing my nighttime meditation. I was doing my nighttime journaling, and Spirit was like, "You need to share this message with the collective. I don't know who you are or how this is going to get you, but you need to hear this. Okay, you need to hear this, my friend." So, I or while I was journaling, the oracles that were pulled was the Yang and to be fair. And I kept on hearing, be fair to yourself, have grace for yourself. That's what the energy, that's what Spirit was saying, like, have so much grace for yourself. Okay? It is time to use your masculine energy and kind of have a head of a heart moment. Okay? That's what Spirit is saying. Have a head of a heart moment. Stop bullying yourself. Stop putting yourself down. Stop that. It's like find balance. Almost like instead of pushing yourself down, create. Okay? Create the joy. And then the two cards that got pulled was Seven of Swords, the Hermes. Use this isolation to build. Instead of tearing yourself down, build. Stop going to the past, okay? I keep hearing like you are going to the past. You are trying to rethink what I could have done better, how I could have done things, how could I have handled things. Spirit is like, stop. Stop it right now. Okay? Stop it right now. Spirit is like, we are not doing it. And kind of have a hit of a heart moment here. Okay? Use this isolation as a moment to grow. Use this isolation as a moment to ground yourself, as a moment to find grace and find peace. It's not the time, I keep hearing, it's not the time for distractions. It's time to heal. It's time to be planning your next move. Okay? There's a sense of lack of clarity coming in here. And so he's saying you have to isolate yourself in order to get the clarity that you need. You have to silence the mind because there's so much going on in your mind that you can't be able to hear the intuition talking, your intuition speaking, your guides talking. Okay, I'm getting journaling to release that energy. Temperance, allow yourself to allow grace. Okay, I'm getting like allow grace, slow down. Healing is here. Your guides are offering you healing. Okay, the death card, but you need to release. You need to release this pain. You need to release the shame. You need to release the old. Like you are, I keep hearing you're stuck in a past chapter. It's like it's pulling you back. And I'm kind of guessing it has to do with relationships here. Okay. It has to do with relationships. You've been guided to accept what happened and close that chapter and be at peace and start your healing journey. Stop lurking, stop looking at Instagram, stop looking at you know, their chats, trying to relieve. No, release, let go. You did best with what you had, accept accountability and allow healing to go because spirit is trying to move you to a different chapter where stability is there, healing is there. Okay, so I'm getting like You need to learn to adapt. That's what Spirit is saying. You need to learn to adapt. Yeah. Three of Cups. Find a community. Don't be alone. This is not a time to be alone. Find emotional support. Okay. Move your body. Talk to your friends. Because the more you are by yourself, the more you overthink. Okay. Use this period to kind of reconnect with the things that you love, the things that you find peace and solace. That it could be community, it could be going to places or doing activities that bring you joy, that bring the spark back. Okay? Because when you're alone, you're overthinking, you're grieving, you are so much in your head. It's like, no, spirit is like, enough is enough. Okay? You have to let this go. You have to let this connection go, my friend. Spirit is saying you cannot be doing this to yourself. You can't. You can't be crying yourself to sleep. You can't be wishing and pondering that things could be better. Things like you. No, it's really like, no, enough is enough. Be fair to yourself. Protect yourself. Okay? Protect your energy. Stop living in the past. Stop living wishing that you things could have been better or things could have been different. Space saying that ship has sailed. Stop crying over spilled milk. Okay? This is like a wake up call. Use wisdom. Okay? Use wisdom and protect your energy. You have so much passion. You have so much energy that you're using and displacing it to the wrong thing. If you just ground yourself, okay? Spacing, if you ground yourself, have a head of a heart here, extend the grace to yourself, use that energy to heal, ground yourself, you will start to feel the emotional stability. You will start to feel stable. You'll start to feel, you know what, maybe I can use this energy to maybe make, I'm getting like start a project that I usually love, okay? And that will bring a sense of stability. You will be using this energy that you used to overthink and channel it into something else. Yep, I don't know how to even tell you, friend, because we have the devil, okay? You feel like you can't move on. You feel like there's an energy of, oh, I really, it's like that your ego is so attached to that connection. It's like you're in disbelief that it actually happened. It dissolved. The connection dissolved, okay? And Spirit is saying maybe they left you, okay, in their own terms and they didn't give you the chance to explain yourself. And it kind of feels like maybe they ghosted you here. And Spirit is saying, take that action as your closure, okay? Because I keep hearing love does not abandon. I'm getting maybe you used a lot of things, maybe you used your resources, you tried to impress them, but Spirit is saying, if you had to lose money to know that they're not the one, then that wasn't even a loss. Because now you see, now you are aware, okay, what is for you and what is not for you, what is there for the fun, the good times of what you have to offer, but they cannot reciprocate. Okay. And Spirit is saying you gotta be grounded, you gotta find balance, you gotta be graceful, to yourself, okay? You gotta use your head over heart. You gotta start making decisions from a logical point of view. That's what spirit is saying, okay? Stop overthinking, stop crying, wishing, begging. Spirit is like, no, release the ego, okay? Release the attachment again. Release the attachment, my friend. Release the attachment. That's what spirit wants you to do. Redirect this energy into something that you love. Okay, could be picking up a book, could be starting a creative project to release that energy, could be going out with your friends or to a community that aligns with your interests. Get back to your spark. That's what spirit wants you to do. The emperor. The emperor, the first card of the deck is three of cups. Spirit is not playing. It's like, take this time, because there was the Hermit card, take this time for self improvement. Implement boundaries, okay? The Emperor. Implement boundaries. Stand in business. Literally. That's what Spirit is saying. Spirit is saying, look at your systems, okay? Look at what you can do, what you can't do in a relationship. Okay, what are your standards when it comes to a relationship? What are your do's? What are your don'ts when it comes to a relationship? When it comes to a connection? Spirit keeps on pointing and saying, not everyone has the right to have an access to you. Okay, that's what Spirit is saying. Three of Cups, Six of Pentacles, the card. Spirit is saying, go where you're valued. Okay, go where the energy is reciprocated. Once you start to feel and once you start to be around people who pour in the same way you pour to them, you will start to feel like, oh my God, uh, this is a new chapter. You're stepping into a new chapter here, okay? Where abundance is abundance, okay? Stability is that people love to see, people value your presence with or without giving them anything. They see you, there's a sense of recipro- reciprocity. I know I've butchered that word. Okay, the balance of give and take in this community, and Spirit is really pushing for a community here. No, Spirit is pushing for you to have a community of like-minded people who will help you grow, who will help you heal, who will help you release. That's the only way to get over this situation. That's what Spirit is saying, my friend.